Happy Wednesday! Welcome to Jots and Tittles. I hope you are having a fantastic week. I'm celebrating one of those beautiful February days that thinks it's spring. But beware, if you go outside, it will bite you in the nose. We are up to the next part of my 25 book countdown. So, at number 16, Not the Bodyguard's Boss. This is the only Hastings book that doesn't have a Hastings as a main character falling in love. But I really fell in love with Deidre's character, and I wanted to write another book about a female bodyguard. Not the Bodyguard's Princess. Just a moment ago, I had to stop my video multiple times because the character the princess was based on, or the dog the prince was based on, was barking at something imaginary in my backyard. Not the Bodyguard's Bride. I was working on this book when lockdown happened in 2020, and I was really worried about, can I publish a book on a cruise ship when we don't know if there will ever be cruise ships again? Obviously I did, and it was a lot of fun. Number 19, I started a collaborative series with Maria Hoagland. And some authors, when they write collaborative series, they write in the same book. We decided to just write every other book. So I'm only counting half of the 6 books in the series as mine in my countdown, because even though we chatted a lot about the books, fingers on the keys only happened in 3 books. So Sprinkle of Snow was the first of the collaborative series, followed by Hint of Charm. Hint of Charm was very difficult for me to finish writing. Those of you who followed me that year and are aware of, in the middle of writing this is when my son chose to leave this mortal realm. 21. Is that really right? Am I up to 21 already? I am. I'm up to 21 already. Rescuing the Sheriff's Heart. This was originally written as Emily and the Sheriff, and I had it sitting on my shelf for a couple of years, and I needed to have a celebration, so I just randomly published it in the middle of the Hawthorne series. But it made me happy. Hopefully it made you happy too. Number 22, Stir of Wind. This one was a lot of fun to write. I got to make up magical candy. And it was also a lot of fun to research. And I managed to stick a Hastings cousin in there because I just love the Hastings. Number 23 was actually published twice. Once in the Valley, which was an anthology, so it actually came out earlier, but then Alone is number 23. This cover, by the way, was the original cover for this book, but I never published it as Emily and the Sheriff, and so I repurposed the cover. I also changed the background from Texas to Utah because, like the anthology, this entire thing happens in Cache Valley, Utah. The anthology was to celebrate Cache Valley, which is a little valley in the northern part of Utah, and also in Cache County, if you really want to look it up on a map. Brings us to number 24, Bending the Blacksmith's Heart. This one was so fun to write. I had the idea of what I wanted to do, and then I started researching historical newspapers and discovered that people really were trying to grow opium in Texas. So that was great. And 25. I don't have a paperback copy of 25 yet because they just haven't arrived. That happens. So we'll just show the beautiful picture right above my shoulder. This is a rom-com. And although a lot of my books do have humor in them, this is the first time I've really tried to write in the rom-com genre. Too Much in Common was originally going to be number 3 in the Misadventure series, entitled Misidentified. But I was about halfway through and I got stuck, like really stuck. And my characters were arguing, telling me that this should not be in the Misadventures in Love series. It was really a start to a whole new series. After I let them win, my writer's block was gone and we were able to finish. So, Too Much in Common starts the Hastings Legacy series. I hope to see you next week. I have something really fun that we're going to do. We're going to talk about exactly what goes on in my brain when my characters try to win. And we're going to see my old Sunshine Family dolls in them. Yeah. Have you ever seen Sunshine Family dolls? You might have if you were a kid in the 70s. Have a great week. See you next week.